So it's almost been a week since the Battlefield 6 multiplayer reveal happened, and at that reveal they showed us all of the maps coming to the game at launch, of which there is a total of 9. Now given the scale of Battlefield's maps, I personally am really happy with this selection. So I'm going to be going over all of the maps for you in today's video, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel. The first beta for Battlefield 6 also drops literally tomorrow. Some of you may be watching this on the Thursday it happens, so I could actually be live streaming right now. But be sure to subscribe to the channel and keep an eye out, because this week I will be streaming it as much as I can, but certainly next week I should be able to stream it every single day, so don't miss out. And before I do go into the maps, I do just want to thank Torbus for providing me with this Battlefield 6 gameplay. He was at the reveal event in London last week and has very generously sent this over, so please go and check his channel out in the description below. But jumping straight into the maps, the first is Siege of Cairo. Now this is obviously based in the capital city of Egypt, so it's very much an urban combat map, which will have tanks, infantry, and no doubt other vehicles, but potentially not aerial vehicles. I think there's quite a bit of a mix in these maps, and something urban like this probably wouldn't really suit helicopters and jets too much. But this will be large scale, probably fairly close quarters, intense combat throughout the streets of Cairo, which I am really excited for. Also in Egypt is New Sobek City, which does have everything from infantry, tanks, helicopters, and no doubt more. And this is based in a construction yard, which would be to build a new town or city on the outskirts of Cairo. So this one's going to be a little bit more open, or quite significantly more open than Cairo itself. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be good to have similar locations but different maps in that place and having different themes of it. And I think that really does carry on throughout the rest of the places. We then have Iberian Offense, which also seems to be a fairly urban location with winding streets, alleyways, armoured tanks, and so on through Gibraltar. It's a lot more green based on the images that we've seen so far, which is very nice, but it also looks like there's quite a bit of terrain differences with some hills, so there could be some really interesting sniper spots. Also based in Gibraltar we have Saints Quarter, which is a close quarters infantry only map set in Gibraltar's Old Town. Now this looks very colourful and lovely so far based on the images we've had provided. Now this is the first of 2 infantry only maps, but I believe Conquest and other large scale modes will still be playable on this, so I think it'll be a really nice change of pace to have this Conquest mode and things like Breakthrough and Rush without all the chaos of vehicles and, you know, helicopters chasing you down and bombarding you from the skies. I know a lot of people do really like that, and I like that a lot, but I think having a bit of a difference there will be really nice, so I'm looking forward to trying that one out. Then we have Liberation Peak, which I believe is a map that we got to see a lot of from the multiplayer reveal. Now this is based in the mountainside of Tajikistan. The overall tone of the map is very dull in colour. It's very rocky, mountainous, there's helicopters and tanks, the whole 9 yards really with this map. From what I've seen from the reveal, it does look like a pretty solid map, and no doubt it'll be playable in the beta in a couple of days, so I'm looking forward to getting my hands on that one. We then have 2 maps set in New York, the first being Empire State, which is an infantry only map, which should have quite a lot of verticality. It says it spans alleyways, rooftops, and iconic streets, so the fact that we can go on rooftops as well should be really interesting. There could be some crazy sniper spots up there, and again this is infantry only, so we will be able to play it on Conquest and Breakthrough and so on without having helicopters and jets and tanks shooting us down, which I am very much looking forward to, and of course it's going to be a very urban map. The large scale map for New York though is called Manhattan Bridge. It does say here about close quarters gameplay, of course, because we are in an urban location, but it does mention about attack helicopters and large scale destruction and so on, so this will definitely be the bigger map of the 2, and again it will be very urban. It should be pretty chaotic and a lot of fun, so I cannot wait to get my hands on that one. The largest map in the game then at launch is called Mirak Valley. They call it a prime destination for all-out warfare in a war-torn landscape filled with every type of vehicle, so this one should be a lot of fun. I imagine it could be fairly open, but I'm hoping there will be plenty of cover so that infantrymen can just progress quite nicely. It does also look like there's going to be trench systems, which with the new crouch sprinting should be very beneficial, so I'm keen to see a little bit more about that. And finally, a fan favourite from Battlefield 3, Operation Firestorm, is making a return. Set in some burning oil fields, there's going to be infantry, tanks, helicopters, jets, everything will be there. I definitely played Operation Firestorm a fair bit during my time on Battlefield 3, so I'm looking forward to seeing it make a return in Battlefield 6. Having not seen all of the maps properly, I am definitely optimistic about all of them. It seems like there's a really good mix of open landscapes, urban settings, different tone in the colours used. So I feel like every map should feel feel very different and unique, which I'm really hoping they do. Like I said, the beta drops tomorrow. I will be streaming it. I'll be streaming it a lot next week as well, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any more Battlefield 6 content. That is it from me today though. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you out there on the battlefield.